The man, if you look at the figures like the
ever the party come calling on you, you have no doubt you have no doubt shown us that you are an able bridge that can bring the normal expectation we are setting. We thank you sincerely. We thank you again for contributing to the continuity of this great party and keeping the light of the opposition burning. For the newly elected governors, I also congratulate you. I pray that you will follow the footsteps of your predecessors. We have made a mark. There is no state that PDP is governed that has not seen development. And I believe you follow the footsteps of your governors. For those states that are not PDP which come into our fold, I also believe you will do much. I want to also use this opportunity to advise the judiciary that their action will determine the stability and growth of this country. We have witnessed a very terrible election in this country, and I think the only solution for the common man is to have a just education. I want to make it clear that the PDP is still very, very strong. We know how to solve our problems, even though we may have little challenges, but I want to assure you that the party has the capacity to be able to settle its internal problem. There is no cause for alarm so far, and I want to use this opportunity. I was warned that I should not take, but I have so many things to say, especially as regards to the party. To the newly elected governors, you know, Governors Forum is the backbone and the best, organ that always comes to the aid of the party. I expect you to do much, and for members of National Assembly, some of you we have met, we have reviewed and told you that this time around you also have to be part of the financial members of this party. This will no doubt help the party to focus on development. We have so many programs that will run through very soon, and I hope that you really patronize the party. Well, since I don't want to argue, but I know what I am talking about, so it's just an advice, and I want to welcome all of you to this program, and sincerely from the bottom of our hearts that this program, there's no better time to do this program than now. It's at least after the election we are meeting and we are seeing faces we have not seen recently. You are most sincerely welcome. Thank you.
Please be seated. Thank you very much.
have been told that this gathering is unique because that is the first of its kind in the history of our party. I want to commend the organizers and the leadership of the Governors Forum for organizing this event. I would like to advise that such an event should have been organized much earlier in the day so that we can have enough time to exhaust virtually all the issues and challenges facing our party. Having said that, let me congratulate all of you, particularly those who have been elected or re-elected into various offices. For sure, we have a number of challenges. We started as a dominant political party in 1999, and since then, we have been receding. I think it is time for us to take a stock and find out why are we receding, and how can we make sure that our eminent position as the leading political party in this country, as the oldest political party in this country, will regain our position. This is a very, very important challenge, which I believe requires a whole day of a seminar so that we can refocus our party and make sure that we regain our eminent position in the politics of this country and, in fact, the whole of Africa. So let me congratulate you for organizing this event and wish you success, and to assure you that we all know that we have not lost the last election. So we should remain determined and focused in retrieving our mandate that has been stopped. So once more, I thank you very much indeed, and I wish you every success for this event. Thank you very much. God bless you all.
As a former governor, I would also remind him that, like Muslims are told to always remember of death, always remember that you have sworn with the Quran or the Bible. And we have seen the results of swearing in Zamfara. A governor of PDP said, if he cheats or cheated PDP, may God crush him, and God crushed him. We have seen again the role of hypocrisy, whereby many of those who contributed to us going to court, because this election, we won this election, but because of other reasons, those who, they all fell in their own elections. So we must understand that. Then lastly, please, particularly governors-elect, as you are sworn in, by that time you must have taken consideration of your major stakeholders. Like Dr. Moody said about internal and external. The internal one for the governor can become more dangerous if he does not take care of those factors. Governor Fintri, who is not here, may probably be the happiest person by having a major stakeholder in our president-elect, who even in his presence, they wanted to take away the office from Fintri. There are other stakeholders that are so selfish. They will not want you to succeed. Because if you succeed, it means you overshadow them. You have to understand that. You also have to communicate properly with your people. Where in Nigeria today, a well-meaning, a well-to-do will collect one spaghetti and 2 yards of clothes and go and change and vote for 4 years of suffering, then you know our psyche has changed. Please, always remember that and take care of yourself. Thank you very much.
A lot of responsibilities for the management of the economy on the governors who are heads of the subnationals through the National Economic Council. As you come in, my brother governors, we will have to change our approach. You recall when I made the comments that the government was printing money. Some members of the Economic Council criticized me. We have constitutional responsibility to check on what the central government is doing about the economy, because whatever actions they take, as you can see, affect our states. The second point I want to make, which came out of the presentation, is that of the decisions that have just been made on the devolution of power and what the president signed up to allow states now participate in some key sectors of the economy and our society. My experience as governor, for me, you have to focus on two key things. First is law and order within your state and internal security. Because once you do that, you begin to build confidence in your people and in people looking in from outside to come and invest. The second, and I'm so glad that we finally signed it into the Constitution, is electricity power. Because without electricity, your cost of running government, the cost of doing business in your state will be too high and people will not come. So we need to focus on those constitutional amendments to make sure that we work very assiduously, because the federal agencies that used to control these aspects of our economy are not going to let go easily. The people who regulate the electricity industry, the whole spectrum, whether it's generation, distribution, they are not going to allow us to allow it go. So we will need to do a lot of work to ensure that we make our states independent economically. I can't go through all the other issues, but rest assured, I don't have any election, I haven't gone through any election. I have about 18 months left, and I'm going to work with all of you, particularly the governors-elect, to make sure that at least the economies in our states, our PDP states, are turned around. Thank you.